Hi, this is Ron Nutter with another edition of Tech Bites with Ron Nutter product reviews. Today we're looking at the Powerextra 4-channel battery charger with LCD and 3 reasons you need to have this item today. Trust me, stay with this review all the way to the end because there's some tidbits that make this a standout from its competition. Now, the nice thing with this one, and you'll see it when it comes back around, there is what I'll call a state of charge indicator. It's a little LCD panel in the upper left-hand corner of the charger that gives you an individual readout on each cell that's being charged, or each battery that's being charged. There's no doubt of what is going on. Now, something I have noticed with this one, if the battery is kind of well, say loosey-goosey. It fits in the slot, but it's not really locking in with those tabs on the bottom. Well, you've got a compatible battery that's maybe not molded quite up to spec. And I had a very interesting case with this one because I thought I either had 2 bad batteries or I thought I had the field monitor on my studio camera go out. Both of which were not true, interesting enough, but we'll get to that more on. This is an intelligent fast charger, so it doesn't charge all the batteries for the same interval at the same time, even when they're maybe not all plugged in at once. Now, I try to have all my batteries plugged in when I go to start charging, but this is flexible enough that if you change batteries when one's fully charged and you got more batteries to charge, it's going to be well worth it. Now, the interesting thing that I ran into is I had 2 batteries, well, 1 battery that I knew was exhausted. I went to my 2 other batteries, one of which I know the charger, and I verified this, the charger I normally charge them in, said it had power in it. Well, this one came in and went, no, there's no power in this one. And then I tried it on my 2 extra batteries on the field monitor. It didn't even acknowledge they were plugged in. Plugged them into this one, and once I quit moving the charger around, because that's why I said you get into a battery that's compatible with the Sony form, but it's maybe a little bit on the lean side. If this charger starts moving, that battery will probably stop charging. And that's no fault of the charger. That's just where the battery is a little loose in the socket. And I found my 2, quote, dead batteries actually took a charge. One took better part of the night. It was that flat. The other one charged up within about 3 hours. And I had an instant indication of where it was going on, and it tells you when the battery is charged. It will tell you if there's an error. If you don't see the battery plugged in, try reseating it again. Try moving to another cell, to another port on the charger. And if it still doesn't, you're not seeing the battery symbol light up when you plug it into the charger, you probably got a bad battery. But this is what saved me from replacing the field monitor on my studio camera, because I thought the studio monitor might be having a problem. Ended up it wasn't. So this was very handy to have. Now, this one does not use a USB type charging. You plug it into the wall, it goes from 110 to I think it's 240. We got the numbers coming up here on the back just a minute. Okay, so yeah, we'll go from 100 to 240. So this is a charger that can travel with you, and if you're using a lot of the Sony type batteries, this is well worth looking at. I know this is going to be my #1 charger from now on. So take a look at this one. Again, it helped me diagnose that I had a battery problem, even though another charger said the battery was good. Obviously, it died. This one saved me replacing a field monitor, because that was the next thing I was getting ready to order, because I lost the ability to film for an entire day because I rather work with the field monitor than the smaller monitor that's on the camera. But this is just well worth it. The Powerextra brand name is one that I'm coming to know as very reputable. You didn't need a whole book of documentation. You just plug in the AC cord, plug in the batteries, and let her go. So take a look at this one and think about getting one ordered for you today.